So, Universal has announced Epic Universe. This is crazy, and I'm here for it. This is Universal, so this is the Disney part of the title, Disney Gets Wrecked. Now, I did a video about this earlier, and someone commented saying, "You're biased against Disney." Yeah, I am. I don't
Okay.
have to be. I don't have to be impartial, dickwad.
Mm.
But yeah, I am absolutely biased against Disney. However, there are some things which are demonstrable, objective facts. Disney does have the monopoly, unfortunately, on the theme park space at the moment. It's the bulk of their earner. They are the biggest in the theme park, parks and resorts. Universal has had some good stuff, but they don't have vacation destinations. They don't. They do now. They're also investing substantially more money into a lot of parks. So there's actually supposed to be one being built over here in the UK as well as this one. And these are this is substantially more cash investment than Disney has invested in God knows how long and will be investing moving forwards. This is Universal's big foray into parks, and this could genuinely, this is objective, regardless of my bias against Disney, this could objectively take Disney's market share. It's huge, and it looks great. Look at this.
Yeah.
Yes, it's rendering, but it still looks better than any of the renderings Disney has done for any of their new stuff that they put up.
Yeah.
They've got Steven Spielberg to help design it with them. He was an advisor on all of this.
And don't they already have like
Imagineers from bloody Disney Imagineering a bunch of shite?
What I love about this is the gateways that they use to their theme parks all have similar theming. And this particular theme park, if you look in the background of this shot, that's a hotel that's part of the theme park. It's just, it's like they understood. They took some of this, they stole some ideas from Disney, but they genuinely understood what they were doing and they did it. And this is going to steal market share from Disney in their home location, because Disney World is where Disney makes their moolah. They are about to grand theft steal. I did that on purpose. A whole lot of money from Disney. Not only that, they're doing it with Disney's money. So you have to remember, they took the Hulu money and ran, and they're building 4 theme parks around the globe, 1 permanent installation in Vegas. They're building 1 in Texas. They're building this in Florida. They've got 1 going in the UK, and you have the one that's going to go into. Is it Italy? It's one of the other countries there that it's just gonna be nuts. Spain. It's going into Spain. So yeah. So like I said, Nate's right. Disney's toast if they're not going to compete. They've spent $60 billion over 10 years, which is actually a decrease in capex. Disney's dumb.
Yeah. And also don't forget about American Heartland theme park opening up in Oklahoma. That's going to be huge. For the Midwest here in the States. So
absolutely.
I mean, a lot, and the thing is, a lot of these parks, it's going to be a lot cheaper for people to go to there, because if you've ever been to Disney, man, it is expensive. It is not cheap to go there.
Yeah. Well, one thing I really like about this actually is one of their main things, and it's the Celestial Park, which is just a park. It's just a green area. That's what it is, right? It's literally just a park. It's acres of rolling gardens, which I think is actually fundamentally something which is missing from the market of theme parks. A space where you can just relax and chill out and chit chat to people away from the hustle and bustle, which you need in places like this. You need that, and I think that's great. I think that was one of the things that mainly sold it to me. That's because I'm getting old. I'm like, oh, they've actually got a rolling garden. I'm like, this is bloody brilliant. But they've also got obviously Super Nintendo World, which you get to it with a portal going down the green pipe.
Well, now haven't we seen kind of a preview of what this will be, Culture? Because they've already opened one in Japan or whatever. Because
California,
California. I've seen the video of it. It looks great. Yeah.
Exactly. It looks amazing.
But this is just one of the portals that you're going to enter.
I'm going through them.
Yeah.
So we've then got this is How to Drain Your Dragon.
Yes.
That's kind of fun.
How to drain your dragon?
No, how to train. What?
It sounded like you said drain your dragon. That sounds like a fun way to take a piss.
We've got the Dark Universe world. Yeah.
I hope that means the Universal monsters will be in there, but no, it doesn't.
Well, so it does. So Dr. Victoria Frankenstein, all of her experiments, monsters will roam the world.
Okay,
I'm hip. And stuff.
Yeah,
that's the place to be for Halloween.
Yeah,
and then it will be. Actually, no, you're completely right. This will become the new destination for Halloween. You're completely right there, actually.
Yeah.
And then, as Culture said, this is one of the hotels that is on site, and they're building another 2 hotels which are off site.
Yep.
So 3 hotels.
It's a lot like the Bellagio in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it looks super, super nice.
Yeah, Disney's toast, and I'm here for it.
Yep, same.
It's crazy, right? It just sort of came out of nowhere, all of this.
Well,
I mean, it didn't, but it kind of did.
I saw it this morning. I think this is from Cosmic Book News. Matt over there posted this, and that's the first thing I did. I retweeted his thing and said, "Disney's toast. This looks great."
Yeah.
The thing that Disney has forgotten, when you've got men with mustaches and dresses at the Bippity Boppity Boo store greeting the 8-year-old girls coming in to buy their Snow White dress, you've lost the plot. Disney used to really have their act together and just had a pristine environment, but it's like they've hoarded the whole thing out to every sort of segmented population. You've got the super rich people that get the super fast pass that are skipping the line. So you're standing there in a 65, 75-minute line for a ride. And I don't know. I'm just sick of Disney. They've kind of burned all their goodwill for me. So I would like to see this do well. And next time we go to Orlando, that's where we're going. Maybe we should all plan to be there summer 2025 or October 2025. Let's all just meet.
It's going to open earlier than that. Just so and I definitely will be staying at the Helios as often as I can, because this will be one of those things I'm gonna frequent, because I try to get to Florida multiple times a year, and this will be a place that I will absolutely go to. You will get lots of images you can be jealous of, but I'm telling you right now, as you go through each of these portals, and the dark portal will have permanent fog. So when you go in there at night, especially, they're going to have fog effects throughout the dark.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah, and the Nintendo area, right? That particular thing, that's expanded here. It's bigger than it is anywhere else in the world, and it's going to include a roller coaster that literally jumps tracks.
Wow.
So yeah, there's all kinds of stuff coming, and they already have built-in areas for expansion, and they didn't lock themselves in like Disney did with Galaxy's Edge. There's so much here, it's ridiculous, and I can't wait to talk about this.
That's an important comparison, actually, is the last thing that Disney sort of built as like a big new thing was their sort of Star Wars part of the park, wasn't it? And then Galaxy's Edge as well. And that's been an abject failure.
Yeah.
The hotel didn't even last a year, did it?
Nope.
No. And cost them over $1 billion or something like that. It's just
over 2 if you count the one in California too.
Fucking hell.
Isn't it something that I'm more excited about this than I ever was about the Galactic Star Cruiser? If you'd have told me that 10 years ago, I would not have believed you.
See, you know, here the problem is, Chris, the problem is for me is I knew what was going to be there before they changed it. So I knew everything, including the Bantha attraction that was supposed to be there, because you were supposed to have. Oh,
I know. I remember.
Yeah. So I knew all this stuff, and I'm like, okay, they developed all this tech, and then they didn't use it, and they halfway installed some of the tech during the process of the installation in Florida, but it never got utilized. And the more you understand what this was supposed to be and where and how it was supposed to be figured out, you would have been like, okay, Disney didn't lock its land in, in Florida. Disneyland was always going to be a problem, but in Florida they had the opportunity to allow for more expansion. You were going to get more parking garages. You were going to have more buildable land. Now they've locked themselves into this thing with so many concrete buildings that there's almost no way to expand. And they've got massive problems there. You got all that space for 2 attractions. 2. Whereas you spent $1 billion on it. Now look what they did with $4 billion with Epic Universe. I mean, give me a break. You built a dang theme park.
Well, I've said it before, and I'll say it now. Like when they bought Marvel and Star Wars outside, I think Florida, or which one was it, California or Florida? They can't use the Marvel characters because they have a Universal deal. But either way,
Florida.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
but anyway, either way, those 2 are so popular. You could have opened up their own damn parks.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right. Like a Star Wars park, you could have literally had a land dedicated to all 6 of the Star Wars films that already exist.
Yep.
Like you walk in and you're in the cantina from Star Wars Episode 1, and you walk out into the desert in Tatooine or whatever, which leads into like something from Empire, whether it be like the hangar from the beginning of the movie, where you walk up into a supposedly cold, Hoth or whatever like that, or up into Cloud City, and then you walk out into the Ewok forest or the desert again, where you go to Jabba's palace, and then you could have went through this whole thing, and then you had like pod racing for Episode 1 and shit like that. Like, what the hell is wrong with them? I don't understand this. They spend $1 billion on this stupid hotel.
There's a there is a Blue Sky boutique park that exists, with exactly what you just described, Tom, for Star Wars. I mean,
where is that?
Oh no, it's probably sitting in somebody's blueprint bin right now.
Oh, gotcha. In the hotel, you know what they could have done? They could have repurposed the Epcot Center into a damn Death Star. And like, what the hell are you doing?
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
I may still have some of those blueprints, Chris. I can send you. But anyway, there's so much stuff out there that Disney had on tables and it had plans for that they could have built that they just literally walked away from. And here's Nintendo doing it. Think about the fact that they're building that park in Texas, right? It's going to start out as a family park with kids and things, and then they're going to add on to it as time goes. They're building it in the perfect place in the center of the country with easy travel, right? You can get there easily. I mean, Disney walked away from a Texas park that was very similar, the location, everything. They could have even built an airport for themselves just to service that park, and it would have been massive. But they walked away from that deal too. I mean, the number of times Disney has been short-sighted enough to walk away from things is insane. It's just it's ridiculous. Anyway.
Anyway,
do we have anything else to say on this? I mean, I've never been bothered about going to Disney. I would genuinely, I'm genuinely interested in going to this.
I would meet you there. I'd meet you there. I've had an annual pass for Universal for years. So.
Anyone else?
I'm there. Let's go. Let's book it.
Let's do it. So we'll just shuffle on now, ladies and gents. I don't think